One of the greatest things the Denton Bible Church does is host our missions conference, where some of the most wonderful people on the planet recongregate from their sending church to be able to spend a week with us talking about what God is doing across the globe from this one local church. So people that have been photos on a prayer calendar or images on a screen become three-dimensional flesh and blood, and you get to interact with them.
People should come to the missions conference because they need to know what God is doing in the world. And there's no better way to find out than to come to our conference and hear the stories about people out there who are learning to come to faith in Jesus Christ, who are being taught and discipled.
If we took a poll of most people that attend our church, I think people would say missions is important to the church, that we as a church are doing a lot in missions, but they'd have trouble telling what we do, where we do it, or who is it from our church that's actually doing the work. And so the missions conference is the best way to really find answers to all three of those questions.
One of the things I'm really excited about for this particular missions conference is our keynote speaker, Dr. Stan Toussaint. I spent 6 years at Dallas Theological Seminary, took more than 130 hours of graduate classwork, and one of my favorite teachers was Stan Toussaint. Dynamic, funny, engaging, heartfelt, and I remember when I went and spoke to Tommy about what he thought about Dr. Toussaint being one of our keynote speakers, Tom's response was, "You have to get him. You have to get Stan. Tell him you'll bribe him, you'll get him concubines and camels, do whatever it takes to get Stan here."
I know my kids have come to the missions conference now 3 times, and every time they've enjoyed it. Not only is it a time where they learn a great deal about missions, but it's a time where they see friends. It's a time where they really have fun. I've even had boys want to skip basketball games to come to the missions conference. The last missions conference on Sunday afternoon, after we had presented all the missionaries up front, there had been a standing ovation. One of the missionaries made a comment to me that I've never forgotten. He said, no matter how loud people applaud in that sanctuary, I still get very lonely overseas. We can't hear their clapping when we're overseas. And this missions conference is really a family reunion where we're bringing everybody back home, and this is our chance to love on our family. And so I would encourage you to please come and attend. Your attendance, your conversation, your introducing yourself, those are great encouragements to our missionaries.